This video is for the presentation with WordCloud on service learning. I'm not sure where we're supposed to post the discussion board because I can't find a discussion link. I don't know if you guys have any, but like mine just says content groups help, so I'm not real sure. Anyway, the first video we were supposed to watch was the Wetland Watchers Kids Care for Their Environment, and this video was really great because it wasn't just teaching kids that taking care of their environment was important, but that protecting the species in that environment was equally as important. They got a chance to work hands-on to preserve their own communities and to teach that to a younger generation, which solidified that learning for them. I think that this is especially important at a young age because they become conscious and aware of what they're doing to play their part in that role specifically, which is great again for any age. I especially enjoyed that the older kids got to work with the younger kids because that gives them a sense of direction and involvement, and the younger kids get to learn by doing and they have good models. And it's just an all around really great project. Um, the Louisiana species were super interesting. I think it would be fun to do more like that in classrooms now, which I'm sure is not always an option, but I thought it was a great one. Um, I'm going to add a word to my word art here. For this, I'm going to put environment and community and preservation. Okay. The next video wasn't a video on mine. I'm not sure if it was like a broken link that I had or what, but when I clicked on it, it was an article. Let's see if I can get it to come up. My internet's pretty slow, so we'll see. Anyway, it was just on promoting service learning in general, and gave a whole thing about how the administration was requesting service learning projects, and it showed a picture of some kids like digging and some web wiry stuff on the ground. So I don't know if it's gonna come up or not. Anyway, it may have been like an irrigation system or something trying to preserve the topsoil, even maybe like a floodplain community. Twice a year, students and teachers in Eminence collaborate for 3 days on meaningful projects. But then I just get this picture, and I don't have a video. I wish it would still load so you could see it, but we'll see. Give it one more minute here. We'll go ahead and add collaboration to our word cloud. While we wait on that. Nope. Oh well, I guess we will move on to the next video, which was, I think it was the one where they planted stuff. Wait and see which one it said. It was one where kids got to be outside a lot, which is so engaging for them because they're not having to be in the typical classroom setting. Kids can make a difference, Long Island class. Yeah. Um, that was where they got to plant trees and things, and then they're not just learning about the importance of plants, like to preserve the atmospheric gases, but they're also learning about deforestation and ways that they can help, simple ways like putting the dirt in the tubes that they did or putting the seeds down in the dirt a certain way. And they had to be really careful of their practices to do things correctly, which is important in every aspect of life, we all know. I enjoyed that video. It was good. Let's add nature for that one. Maybe hands-on. Okay. Don't remember if this next one was the hoverboard one or not. I should have labeled them before I started recording, but I didn't think about it. Maybe it will open. Outside the Blackboard environment. Well, we'll open it in a new window. Any of y'all have slow internet? It'll just pop up a thumbnail image so I remember which one this is. That would be great. One thing I'll add while we're waiting, I do think that watching these videos is beneficial because it shows you ways that you can get kids involved in your classroom and out of your classroom, and ways that you can help them to solve their own problems. The projects that they got to do were interesting. Well, maybe it'll start playing in a second. If it's the one I think it was, they helped a little boy who was mobility impaired, couldn't walk across the long hallways to get to his classes, and a group of fourth grade, I believe, students designed a chair they could attach to a hoverboard to help him, and it worked, and they just really enjoyed it, and it was so great to watch. It was a super fun video. They really had to design, they had to engineer and mechanic, and they got their idea off the internet, but it worked well. They went through test runs, and they helped a person they knew, and I think that solidifies that learning for a lot of kids, because when we're telling them, they're starving kids other places and stuff like that, they don't connect it with real people. But when it's a kid in your class that you've seen struggle and you got to help improve that, that can awaken such a big, just a big, I don't know, impact in a child. They can see what a difference you can make for one person. So that was a great service learning project. And then the other one, I'm not even going to try to get to load. The one that I'm missing, I know, is the one that dealt with teaching a module year round, even if you didn't touch on it every day, and it was about hunger, and that was the teacher's main goal, to interest students in preventing and treating hunger even in other places. And she stressed that you could touch on it occasionally and have it thematically throughout the year without beating it to death. So those kids were just made aware of the hunger situation as a whole without having to constantly touch on the same things over and over. I think that was an effective method of teaching. So we're going to add to our word board here mobility, mechanic, sign. Can't tell what letters here because my recorder's in the way. Hunger and awareness. Now let's visualize our word cloud and see what it looks like. We have a lot of words. I like that service is the largest. The word generator was fun. It took me several tries to find one that actually worked, but the design is nice on this one, the colors. So here it is. I hope y'all enjoyed my video, and that's it for this one.